All right, I'm here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and something we're going to discuss today that is very prevalent right now in the city of Los Angeles and the county of Los Angeles is commuting via bike. And sometimes it's easier just to hop on a bike and travel 1 or 2 miles rather than drive. Driving could take 30 minutes, bike could take 2 minutes. But as we all know, in Los Angeles, there's a lot of situations where biking may not be as safe as some would like, and there are actually laws and regulations when it comes to helmets. So, David, what's the law when it comes to helmets when someone is riding a bicycle?
Well, in California, the law is that anybody under the age of 18 years old, whenever riding a bicycle, even as a passenger, has to have a helmet. But as far as adults, there's no requirement that they should. As a personal injury lawyer, I would recommend anybody riding a bicycle to wear a helmet because a lot of times, when you're riding a bicycle, even if you have the right of way, even if you're doing everything you're supposed to do, there's some drivers that are not paying attention, especially with texting and talking and so forth. Their attention gets driven away, and they end up hitting bicyclists, or bicyclists are in their blind spot. I just recently had a case where a client of mine was riding down on Wilshire Boulevard, and this taxi driver is lost and is trying to find where he has to go. And there was a witness that said we were behind him, and he kept going and going and going and going. And next thing you know, he found his place and took it right sharp. And my client was riding along, and she had the right of way, and he just takes her out. And the severity impact actually threw her over the car on the other side, and she sustained pretty severe injuries. Luckily, she was wearing a helmet, so as a result, when she hit the ground, even though her head hit the ground, the helmet protected her. There are circumstances, I will agree, that even if you are wearing a helmet, that the amount of force that's involved still causes head injury, even though you're wearing a helmet. But it's always advisable to wear a helmet. If you are involved in an accident where you sustain head injury as a result of not wearing a helmet, the defense will argue, well, you're contributorily at fault, if not full 100% for this injury because of the fact that you weren't wearing a helmet. But that having been said, there's experts that we retain who can say, look, irrespective of having worn a helmet, the amount of force that was involved in this accident, even having worn a helmet, would have caused the jarring of the brain and would have caused the brain injury that you sustained. So there's arguments on both sides, but I would highly recommend everybody wear a helmet, even though under California law, it is only people who are under the age of 18 that need to wear it.
Absolutely, which is great information. And if you have sustained any type of injury, personal injury from a bicycle accident, please feel free to contact the law offices of David Azizi. The phone number will be above as well as below in the YouTube info. Thank you very much, David.
All right, thank you.